Are you guys already No need to prioritize me. There's just this... Great! Then let's go! I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before. Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you. Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? You wanna check out the area over there? Okay, I'll wait here for you. Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look. Uh-huh. I was sure there'd be people here.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but wait...
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Comania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although... Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side...
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then...
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a Marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the Future Marquis's Abode to Be. You like it? The Future Marquis's Abode to Be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your attent. Perchance peruse these pages thence. They surely represent no ill intent.
Why isn't she reading the files on the desk? Hey, Bobarano, maybe quit showing off and try using words she'll actually understand?
I can either rhyme like a bard, or I can curse like a sailor. And right now, Cape, you are seriously tempting me towards the latter.
Captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective was. Namely, to remove the clockwork key from the raised platform up ahead.
Cafe, I just realized you said we all had to speak like bards, but every time you open up your mouth, I don't hear any.
Perhaps the Outlanders are worried that something drastic will happen the moment they remove it. Maybe that's why they're investigating the area thoroughly first. Can't fault them for that.
As the Outlander stands before the clockwork key, they're overcome by a sudden urge to set it free. Also, Cafe, that'll be my last rhyming line. I'm not writing any more poetry until you apologize.
What does it matter anyway? I've lost count of how many people have tried this before. No one's getting that key out.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cafe.
Strong as stone, firm as steel, the Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time is different. A thought enters the Outlander's mind. Attack! Attack! First weaken the structure, then seize the treasure!
The attack now over! Only one final step remains!
Now it is the time to seize the key!
But alas, as was the case for all those who had come before, the key still did not move an inch. Wait, what? They got it out?
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts! And your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go! Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander. Allow us to introduce ourselves.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm, having been selected as its authorized historical supervisors.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of one such as yourselves, who shall remove the clock.
My name is...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who led us here to begin with?
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to uncover the truth.
Him.
Well, there's no 4th person, so... Which of you is the
We've never heard that voice before. But he sounds...
Whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole revolve.
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale...
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pigs.
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but...
Was that supposed to be a joke? Anyway, so you...
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't...
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the noble traveler Marquis. We ask you to help us. You and your...
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better than demon feline, but...
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it. Most cats don't wear boots or speak, dude.
I'm not even a cat, I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will... This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers, after a bitter battle that dragged on for many days and nights, finally, our forefathers fought the dragon into submission. So they say, it's...
Wait a second? Did I...
history, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about?
Cape's words gave the traveler food for thought. Could it be? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Cape was not alone in his pilgrimage to this. The traveler and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided.
Your martial prowess and show of courage are a more vivid reenactment of my ancestors' feat. Now, let's get down to business. As we all know, time is but an illusion.
And that clockwork key you have in your hand can turn.
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a problem, but the mind cannot understand the dimension.
I'm getting flashbacks to when I was
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, drag. The teacher then turned to Cape and posed the same.
The manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record.
Paimon didn't follow all that.
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of... So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key...
Hold on. Isn't stealing part of the blueprint of creation a little dangerous?
Well, the general shapes of the configurations have been... To address your other concern, when the house is...
The Traveler Marquis prepares to insert...
The show begins! I guess we should start here?
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... Feast your eyes, rejoice, and she...
I don't believe it.
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from his...
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Bobarano.
And yet, it seemed that this conundrum... The party decided to visit the sacred...
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? Well, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it. The instructions say to repeat the
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out. Yoink!
The party finds no pedestal in which to place the great clockwork key. Only...
Where's your clan's pedestal? Let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of...
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's...
Misinformation, half-truths, and fabricate...
Shut up, Cape!
Shut up, Cape!
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Bobarano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the Dragon of Old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles...
So, next step is open the door?
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogate.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. No. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if...
Question 1. Who is it?
Ah, what an ingenious idea. Far more intelligent than Boberano's ancestors. But I still recommend against this answer.
Question 1.
That's actually quite an amusing approach. It's probably not going to get us anywhere, but I do admire your sense of humor and your commitment.
Question 1.
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
And the trusty travel guide, Pixie! Travel guide! Trusty travel guide!
Question 2. By which virtue did the ancients defeat the dragon?
To be completely honest, hard work is a bit of an alien concept to us here in the Constellation Metropole.
Question 2.
Oh, no, don't say that. Even though the writings you saw do prove that bravery has its...
You do realize we can hear everything you're saying, right?
If you say it out loud, you'll only set those three off arguing again. Thinking it is fine, but...
Question 2.
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
A barefaced lie. So low.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the outside world, or the truth of this world?
Come on, you'll have to do better than that, kid. I mean, Traveller Marquis. You and your friends are the only ones who know the truth about us.
Question 3.
Please try to avoid being unnecessarily cruel.
Question 3.
Here! Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream? And that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just... There is no way to know, therefore both are equal.
All correct. You may have the...
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great... Oh, and this is my family crest.
Do we really need this one?
Now, let me see.
What elaborate fiction the Clan of Wisdom was able to come.
If anyone's listening, I would like to submit these as my last words. I surrender. I'm the one who...
What? Oh, does this mean that my clan is the only odd?
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, it seems likely that the claims made...
Oberano.
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she bet me a round of dried fish that I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi... Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong and Gujiyai would... But then, I learned later from one of the shrine maidens, Miyuki, that all of the cups had an umeboshi under them. Just goes to show, I still...
Oh, don't mind Fox Lady. That's just her with...
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And unlike the guessing game you mentioned, this one's not a trick.
Cool. Well, once you've plundered the last of Oberano...
Guess I'll take the clockwork key again then. Yoink!
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
The cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to his clan's sacred site.
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard. He can be a little pig-headed, and he's
Wait, but wasn't Kappe's clan the one that's all about strength? So, what do you guys...
Oh, the guard is one of Kappe's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength. Mine is the clan of empathy. And our key contribution is...
What's empathetic about that?
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't mean us any harm at all. Perhaps. So, they drank the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow all that much, and it actually makes you lose your empathy. So, I advise...
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid a conflict with the guard, they think to themselves, if we could just try to understand one another. You could, of course, just take the path to your left and go around. But some people are gluttons for punishment. It's all part of the experience, I suppose. Determined, presumably, to always do what is right and never do what is not right, the Marquis...
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box when you... we'll never find the Oracle Pillars and all this
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my clan's family crest.
Wisdom too, huh? Well, you guys...
Over here! Keep the noise down! We don't want to alert the guard. I'll go keep watch.
This is the last one. The signature. So it's true.
Just as we suspected.
Okay. Well,
I get you. It's like in Inazuma, when there were only 6 books in the Mirage Warrior series, it was really popular. But by the time book number 88 came out, nobody wanted to read it. They'd all lost interest.
A brief moment of joy is drowned out by a growing feeling of anyone? Anyone?
That's exactly what Paimon was wondering, but Boborano so Paimon was worried she'd look stupid for asking.
It's not a stupid question at all, my dear little pixie. While I did postulate that different truths make, the problem is all 3 truths are the history of the exact same thing, namely the dragon and the Metropole's origin.
Suddenly, the sound of a bell rings out.
The bell! It rang once! What does that mean again? Ah, yes! Highest level of emergency! Everyone, to the main entrance! Stat! Bring all the glue traps and place them outside the gates!
The whole city is on the lookout, and there's only one way out. It's the path right in front of you.
why'd they ring the bell anyway? Also, why is 1 ring the highest level of emergency?
Obviously because you have to respond fast when it's an emergency. It'd be a bit too late if they waited till the 99th ring.
Still be needing this clockwork key, but yoink.
Okay, but back to the truth problem. There are 3 conflicting versions of the truth, and
I don't know. I doubt anyone here in Simulanka can make sense of it.
Well, she is the goddess of fate.
The reason we argued about who was right was that we didn't know enough about the... As surely as we will follow the clockwork path designed for us,
We will never argue again.
Is that all there is to it? Is this where the decision made at the... Overthinking it would be equally pointless.
could you be any more cryptic? You're planning something. Paimon knows it.
Whatever happens, today was a breakthrough in my journey of discovery.
Me too.
and me.
Let's leave it there for today then. I'm sure we'll find out what else.
Come by a creeping sense of foreboding. The voice in her head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum Lane.
If it happened here after all, everyone's crowded around.
Oh my god, this is terrible! I don't understand. The 3 great clans of Constellation Metropole have...
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground.
How did this happen?
Captain, you idiot! Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start...
Last words. What did he say?
If I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boborano.
Ugh, you could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Boborano, but this is an
Don't worry, Boborano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people? My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first...
So, Cape's...
His gears, metal frame and shell are all still in excellent condition. Just his... wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that...
No, there's a need. Huge.
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew...
Where?
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
Oh, my mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
Ah, so it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move.
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Well, that clears it up. Cape was walking along the street, and he suddenly collapsed.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to
We literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence, like our Constellation Metropole.
But didn't you say Cape was struck in the back of the head and knocked?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against the toilet bowl before leaving the house. Then walked here, and as for why he might have done that,
Is...
with the Supreme Clan question left unanswered and the tension in Constellation Metro, only then would the city feel alive.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it... Why don't we search the area?
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna...
A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here? There's gotta be a story behind it. Let's take it.
Hello there. Have you seen my... Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and...
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take it.
Yep, that's right.
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Toitanium.
Doesn't sound...
To keep the Toitanium ore intact, we use specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you... And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as class...
I'm not...
Welcome to Paimon's world.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke...
Sounds pretty brutal. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to... A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the... There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while
There's a strange potion bottle here. Looks so weird. Let's take it.
let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault.
If it was the pickaxe, Cafe sure is lucky it's not still lodged in his head.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents, but you could probably knock someone out if you hit them hard enough. Let's take this back to the crime scene and replay it one more.
Ah, you're back. How was the toilet?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
What's this about?
We thought the way Cape fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious act. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it.
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to turn off.
Oh no, you stay right there.
We should be good now.
So, it was you!
I would congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abyss, so all I can say
is...
catch me if you can!
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Necromata in boots, who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion. The minion's poor little lower back was protesting painfully against the intense physical activity. He decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath. Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Necromata in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loud. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
A characteristically catty response from the Necromata. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
Ha-ha! You fell into my trap! In fact, all the glue in this world is created by me, using my narrator powers. I make it and the residents just gather what they need.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running, but Wait, I'm wearing boots this time. Yes!
The unnamed minion made a last-ditch escape attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall? In urgent Neko parcel mode, I'll scale it in
I'm beat. I surrender.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time. Okay, I guess Anyway, I only did what I did.
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you would. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read. The reason why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts. Then her cat trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together. So the goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon. So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to...
Who'd have thought? But what does any of this have to do with what...
You're not a fictional character, so you couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think that every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, the only reason the 3 great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of But as it turned out, they just accepted it. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers, now that they think they've learned the truth. And I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world That's my full confession. Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology. Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape, Bobarano, and Albizzi, if you could. If the 3 of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, over all these years, not once have they ever tried...
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about, that...
Ah! Whose voice is that? Detective?
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales...
Goddess!
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story, and there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
Necromora!
Just... your echo.
Oh, poor detective.
So, we are a part...
My head's spinning. Albizzi just get...
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we...
That was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so
I also... You... Never mind.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all day
Anyway, you said you heard the voice. There is a world... What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime?
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective. But maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had it. If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cape and Albizzi, weren't...